Hi, I'm Ken Bianco Jr. and welcome to TrainWorldTV. Today we have George from Soundtraxx. Thank you very much for coming by today.
Thanks, Ken.
And George, you know, we have a lot of customers, and when I somewhat mention the word DCC, sometimes their head looks like it's going to explode and they're a little overwhelmed. So is it easy to install a decoder? I mean, we're selling tons of DCC-ready locomotives, and some people truly want to get into, you know, the decoder market.
Sure.
How do they go about doing it?
Well, the good news is it's easy.
Okay, good.
So
good.
first of all, we'll talk about our DCC Mobile Decoder product line, which is our line of non-sound mobile decoders that control the motor and the lights.
Okay.
We've got 6 different board formats, as small as 9mm by 13mm, and 2 and 4 function depending on the size. And they start at a retail price of $19.95.
Okay, great.
So just to show you how quick and easy this is, we're going to start with this Bachmann GP7.
Okay.
So we're going to remove the shell. And just take it, and I've taken the couplers out to kind of prepare the locomotive.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this decoder. This is the postage stamp size decoder. This is the retail price of $19.95. You're going to align pin number 8 with pin number 8 on the board, and you're simply going to plug it in.
Gotcha.
Replace the shell, and now you can put it on the track. And away you go.
Wow. You're like a magician. I think that was timing it under 20 seconds. I mean, that was very quick, easy. I mean, that's unbelievable. Very good.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to do a lot of these, and the more you do, the more experience you get, the easier it becomes.
Right, right.
So just to show you another example of some difference in models, we're going to look at this Athearn GP40X.
Okay.
Similar situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the shell off the body, set it aside. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to remove this jumper plug. This is the DCC jumper plug that allows the model to operate on DC power.
Gotcha.
So when you remove this plug, now your motor is properly isolated, and you can simply plug in a decoder. So we'll go with this decoder. It's a 4-function mobile decoder.
Right.
You can simply unplug the harness out on the one end, set that aside, save it for later. You plug the decoder into the 9-pin harness there.
Gotcha.
And then you simply just tuck your wires back up and in, replace the shell.
Beautiful.
Put it on the track, and away you go.
That's unbelievable. Now, on a non-sound decoder, I mean, other than operating the train, what other features do your decoders offer?
Well, one of the things that we decided with our DCC mobile decoder line was we had a lot of customers wanting a non-sound decoder that they could quickly and easily speed match with our Tsunami decoders.
Right.
This is what inspired the idea behind the mobile decoder. It's using the same software, the same CVs, the same mobile decoder components as our regular production Tsunami decoder. So when you put this in similar models, you can put them on the track and you can pretty much run them right out of the box, speed match together, rather than trying to fool with 2 different brand decoders.
Right, right.
Some of the other things that we've included is our Hyperlight features, which is our harken back to our original product as a company called the Hyperlight, which is the first processor-driven module electronics in model railroading. Allowed you to create different warning devices such as a Mars light, a gyro light, a rotary beacon, any of that type of stuff. And these are all built into the decoder already.
Right.
You also have the added feature of the F11 Brake. Now, we've talked about this with the Tsunami. An F11 Brake allows the decoder to play a brake squeal sound effect as well as stop the locomotive without ever touching the throttle. But did you know it was also built into our mobile decoders?
I did not.
So now when you're consisting a group of locomotives and you have some non-sound decoder equipped locomotives in there, you can more quickly and easily speed match, and you can take advantage of the F11 Brake.
Wow.
So to show this, we're going to go ahead and increase our throttle, and then we're going to push the F11 Brake, and you're going to see that the locomotive has come to a stop. We'll change direction, release the brakes, and we'll apply the brakes again, come to a stop.
Wow.
And release the brakes again.
Very cool.
So all of these features are built into the Soundtraxx DCC mobile decoders.
Gotcha.
And these are available now.
Yeah, I mean, DCC is definitely taking it to the next level. I mean, we have customers all different ages, and the next step is going into DCC, and not only just sound, but with the lights, the brakes, I mean, everything's getting so advanced, and just seeing you install that decoder under 20 seconds, I mean, it seems like it's a lot easier than what people may make it seem to be.
Right.
So that's a great thing. Now, let's say we have a customer who has a little trouble or wants to hook up some sound decoders or not even sure which decoder to match an engine with. Where can they go to figure out what they need to do?
Well, we have a lot of information available on our website at Soundtraxx.com.
Great.
Including decoder selectors that will help you select the mobile decoder or the sound decoder and the speaker to go with any model, including the prime mover and so forth, and the steam sounds.
Okay.
And we also have a wealth of other information, including owner's manuals, user's guides, and so forth. And worst case, if worse comes to worse, they can always call us, get the information, and then they can call you to purchase.
Great. Now, just a quick basic DCC knowledge. The difference between 2-function, 4-function, because we get that question a couple of times, so if you want to explain to the audience.
In this particular case, it's referring to the number of lighting outputs.
Okay.
So on some of our smaller decoders like these here, they only have 2 lighting functions, essentially a forward and reverse light, or you can use it for anything that you'd like. In the case of a steam engine, if it doesn't have a reverse light, you can use it as a firebox flicker, for example.
Okay.
The 4-function would then be used for other different warning devices, such as a Mars lights or rotary beacons, in addition to the headlight and backup light.
Okay, so higher the number, the more features you're going to be able to have.
The more lighting effects.
Gotcha. All right, so I thank you very much for that quick segment. I thought it was going to be a half an hour to an hour you doing this DCC install.
No, it can be very easy.
Very good. But I thank you very much for coming out here. And you could get all your Soundtraxx products at TrainWorld.com or come into your local hobby shop, Trainland or TrainWorld in Brooklyn. Trainland's in Limbrook. And again, shop online 24/7, TrainWorld.com. Thank you.